Welcome, wonderful Taurus. This is your June 2022 Astro/Tarot reading. As you can see, I already pre-shuffled the overall energy for you. So we're starting with the Oracle cards, which we're going to clarify with some tarot and some astrology cards as well. This is also relating to the finances part of the reading. Later, we're going to tune into the love part of the reading. And lastly, I'm going to answer a specific question of yours with this beautiful deck here. That will also provide you with guidance. Now, before we get started, let's take a minute to get grounded. So please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now imagine yourself in a big bubble of white light. Allow yourself to feel it transmuting all the negative energy into positive. Please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now imagine having big roots like a tree. Let your roots grow as deep as they can into earth. Allow yourself to feel as one with Mother Earth. Please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now feel the connection with your higher self, your angels and archangels. Allow them to help you every step of the way and set the intention now to have a beautiful month. Thank you, wonderful Taurus. Let's dive right in. So we're having here Two of Earth or Two of Pentacles in reverse. We have then Kapha. We have the expression with flower, agate, and the throat chakra here. Then we have Trust with Pallas, which reminds me of Pallas Athena. Alrighty then. So I see kind of a seashell here, seashell there, and this also reminded me of a seashell. And seashell reminds me of the sea and the 12th house, and that's Neptune. And we do have a lot of activity in your 12th house. I think this is also relating to this Two of Pentacles being in reverse. It looks like you might be dropping some of your obligations or something that was like taking too much of your time. Because if this was like upright, you're kind of juggling too many things, making sure you have like time for everything. But it looks like from the month of June, you will actually have time. Maybe you'll finish some project, maybe whatever it is. You just seem to have more time for yourself and grounding as well. And reason for that would be Jupiter and Mars going into your 12th house in the month of June. Jupiter was there from May. He started his transition there in May, as well as the Mars on the end of May as well. So Jupiter will linger there for like a year or so, but Mars will be there for about 2.5 months. So you do have this opportunity actually to be more within yourself and satisfied with yourself and giving yourself a time off as well. Now Mars is a very active planet, but 12th house is also the house of like subconscious mind. So what you can do here also, as 12th house is ruling the subconscious mind, the work that you can done, it's not like insignificant. It might not be like materially visible immediately, but you can do a lot of like manipulation of your subconscious mind with the Mars over there, and Jupiter will help you along the way. You just need to trust here with Pallas Athena. You need to trust in your abilities to change your mind. Okay, subconscious is moldable. We are not, you know, what the reality and the past has shaped us to be. You can always change, and especially when you have transits like this going through your 12th house of the subconscious mind. So what can you do to open this Ishtar's Lion Gate of 888 hertz, which is the frequency of abundance? So you can literally tune into this frequency. You can type into YouTube number 888 frequency and try to listen to that daily. Try finding some tune that you like, and that will naturally actually like kind of plug you into this state of abundance. Okay, into this blissful abundance where you don't need to hustle so much, where you can just attract abundance, because 12th house is a feminine house, it's about attracting what you need rather than going out and about and hustling it. But with Mars over there, you might want to do that as well, because Mars is a very active planet. But what I would do, I would use Mars to penetrate into my subconscious mind, because Mars is a planet of penetration, of like clear cut and dry open something and operate on it. And in this case, it would be the brain, it would be the subconscious mind here. So this card is all about grounding. So I think grounding can help you, and meditation can help you too, to actually change something in your subconscious mind that is coming to an end. There's something coming to an end in the subconscious mind, because this lion gate is promising like a new period in your life, a more stable period in life. It's like some kind of dark night of the soul is ending, and it's being kind of buried, and it's a thing of the past now. But I think with this so much activity in your 12th house for the next year, you do have this opportunity to set yourself for so much more. You can manifest so much more abundance and joy and lightheartedness than you could imagine, you know, in your years now. You know, sometimes we think we've seen it all and experienced it all, but life still tends to surprise us every now and then, doesn't it? Okay, so there is a period coming to an end, and there is this great abundance, but that's very possible for you. But you need to kind of work with your subconscious mind, and in order to do that, you would need to rest a bit more. Okay, so that's why this is falling out, some kind of extra obligation that you had, in order to give you more time and space to actually connect with the divine, and to, you know, be mindful of your expression and your throat chakra. What you're thinking is like, you know, affecting what you're saying. What you're saying is affecting how you mold this reality. So it's important to understand the importance of expression, and what do you talk about, and how do you communicate with others as well. Are you just discussing your problems, therefore creating more problems in your life, you know? And are you being honest? You know, throat chakra tends to get blocked if you're not honest. Those are all things that you can assess when you have this transit in your 12th house, and fix them. Okay, so 12th house is all about fixing, pre-fixing stuff. So when Jupiter goes into your first house, when the Jupiter goes into Taurus, which will happen sometime next year, I think, over a year anyway, and he will bring you a lot of luck and abundance and joy. But for that, you need to kind of close these old doors, and they're closing, like abundance is coming. Okay, so this is what I'm getting, but let's clarify a bit more with tarot, that we have like more tangible information. But this is what it is, a message for you that has been channeled. Okay, so as I shuffle, I would like to invite you that you please comment down below, how is this resonating with you. Also, if you need any, okay, too many cards. If you need any content that you would like me to create, I also do like pick a card readings. So if you have any theme that you would like me to cover, that's also possible. All you need to do is comment down below what kind of videos would you like me to create for you, and I will most likely do so. All right, so this came actually this way. Okay, yes, okay, so as you can see, yeah, there's this Nine of Wands is very guarded card, but it came in reverse. The Five of Wands is also like, it's about fights, but it came like this. So it is time to let go of this old arguments. It is time to let go of like hustling too many projects and not finishing either one, you know. It's in reverse. So it's saying here that you're gonna focus on something that has started to grow. Okay, it still takes some time to grow to full fruition, but you have something tangible here that you need to focus and direct more attention than rather being scattered, like in a fights with anybody, in doing too much projects, in being guarded against whatever. Okay, so this is about the focused attention to something that you want to bring about in this world. Okay, it looks like maybe your energy was a bit scattered before, which is kind of weird for Taurus, but you know, we all have our years and days where everything is not so perfect as it should be. But it looks like in the month of June, you're getting yourself on track and you're deciding what you want to manifest with your life. So again, Jupiter that I mentioned, you're preparing, you're setting the stage for when the Jupiter comes into your house, into your sign, to reap the rewards of whatever it is that you're kind of planting the seeds for or growing now. Okay, the thing is, you know, it has to grow. You cannot like force it to grow. Everything takes time, but you know that you're a Taurus. You know, we need to respect like the plant. It's gonna before the harvest, the plant needs to grow. There needs to be flowers, then there will be fruits. Okay, so you can't force progress. You know, everything takes time. So you might have been spending your time on like too many things, growing too many things, and now you're gonna stop in the month of June and you're gonna focus on the one that you want to really grow. And it might be connected to the house 8, so that might be anything to do with the hidden knowledge. It might be something to do with it like this. Maybe you will want to do readings, maybe you want to do astrology, or maybe you just want to be a spy and work for CIA or something along those lines. 8th house is anyway a hidden house, so it's also connected to transformation, facing fears, and also trauma. So you might want to decide to work with people who have been somewhat traumatized in order to help them to release those emotions and to see a better tomorrow. There might be some opposition coming your way because of your decision here, because the 5 of Wands is somewhat, you know, in between upright and reverse, and we do have the opposition here, which is about imbalance, you know, a point of tension. So you just need to trust in your own path. You know, you don't do this life because of what other want or what other people think. It's your life and it's one. Okay, so it's your life and you want to do what you want to do with it. Okay, so when you look 30 years from now, you don't want to be, oh, I did that because Mary said so, and you know, who wants to live a life like that? Come on. All right, you need to do this for yourself, and you will do this for yourself. So this opposition, if you're facing any opposition here, you need to stick to your guns here. You need to, you know, tell off anybody who is, you know, not willing to support you in your journey, and attract the people who will. Okay, and you will attract them. Jupiter and Sun here are 2 beautiful cards, and Jupiter is just clearing the way for you and making space, so when it comes into your sign, that it can bless you with this abundance and joy and over your opportunities, you know. And also with probably finishing of whatever project are you making, you know. It will take time. It will take a year for you to actually accomplish whatever you're like setting your mind on right now. But you know, just like the tree, it will go and it will bring you fruit. Okay, you just have to, you know, be persistent and wait a bit and focus on one thing, or maybe 2, or you know, but not 8. Okay, all right. So for those of you who are looking for a job as well, and Jupiter here and the Sun are great cards to get. Again, you might get a job like that will cause some opposition from other people. It might be something related to 8th house as well, so maybe not will be well received. But hey, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, and that's what you're gonna do. Okay, you do you. And you will attract people who align with you better if some of the people who are not supporting you fall apart. Just don't waste your time in fighting with other people, because you might create some sacred enemies in the month of June, because 12th house is a secretive house, and with Mars over there, you might say something wrong and, you know, for no reason create some enemies which you don't want. Okay, we don't want negative energy going our way for whatever reason, you know. So just be mindful of your words, and you know, stick to what you want to do, and be careful in communication with others. We do have the new moon in your 3rd house of communication, and it's conjuncting Lilith, you know, so you might say something raw, or you know, something that will just kind of pinpoint to the other person and kind of stick with them, you know. So just be mindful of your words. Try to be more diplomatic as well. We do have also the full moon in your 8th house, so if you need any like loans, this might be a good month to do so. The full moon over there is happening on the 14th of June, okay? And it's also squaring up to Neptune, which would be in your 11th house. So this might be something you might want to get a loan for something that you wanted to do as your dream, like something like your dream job or your wish or something. You might want to get a loan to actually fulfill this wish, okay? Anyway, the full moon in the 8th house is also sextiling the Saturn that's in your 10th house. So it will help your career in the long run. You know, if you need a loan, you can get a loan in the month of June with the full moon over there sextiling to Saturn, which is a stable aspect here, and this might turn into your career looking in the long run here, okay? All right. And this all thing that I've mentioned here is corresponding as well to the North Node in your sign. Now I just spotted it right there. It's in your sign. Of course, we've been discussing this over months, but it is what it is. You need to focus on yourself and what you want. When the North Node is resisting your sign, it's time to focus on you, and it's less focus on the other house, which would be the 7th house, or other people. You are really required to do you and to focus on yourself, and that's exactly what you should do in order to be successful in jobs and in general, okay? So I'm wishing you good luck with that energy, Taurus. Use it well, develop yourself, and Jupiter will open the door for you when it comes into your sign, and will open a lot of abundance, okay? So just prepare yourself, work on your subconscious mind to release perhaps any negative emotions or thoughts that you have towards money or abundance, and you will open this Lion Gate, which is actually the part of your love reading. Ishtar, Lion's Gate, 888. We have protecting your feelings as well for your love, and you are limitless. You can do anything you choose. And we did have strength in reverse, but we're gonna move it upright during the reading. But it did came in reverse to start off with. So to start off with, strength card, you know, in reverse, it says that you might be still susceptible to these energetic vampires or some habits that are negatively affecting your love life in some sort of way. But since this card is ending your reading, I'm not worried, because I know this is going upright. But it just needed to be said that because of this, you are required to protect your feelings. You know, there is something that you're causing in your love life, maybe due to your habits, or maybe some past relationship, or maybe you still have some cord cutting to do. Maybe you haven't finished with the past relationship, something that has happened, or maybe you're in a long-term relationship that had a lot of ups and downs, and perhaps you didn't forgive, you know, your partner, or something along those lines. Perhaps it's time for forgiveness, to gather strength to actually forgive the other person and move on, because you are limitless and you can do anything you choose. That's the main message of this reading here, okay? Maybe the time is now to move your guard down and stop protecting your feelings as much, and try to open your heart here. This is a card that promises like rewards after the dark night of the soul. So I'm sure you had a fair share of negative experiences in love, but now the tables are turning. You know, as how they say, the wheel of fortune always turns. You can't be always down. So what's happening in the month of June is you're going up. You are limitless, and you are starting to manifest this abundance for you. Abundance is directly related to heart, you know, and it's no surprise this came in a love reading, because heart chakra is also how you communicate in love. And we do tend to have sometimes heart walls that need to be released. So that might be something also that you need to work on, and be removing some of the heart walls or some trapped emotions over there. Maybe listening to some frequencies, 888, or for the heart chakra, to actually put you in this mindset of you are limitless. If you are unable to do so yourself, you have some frequencies to help you until you are able to do so, until you're strong enough to do so. We have the High Priestess and something she's hiding underneath as a clarifier. I'm not gonna see what it is. So High Priestess is a card of intuition, and is is a card, again, that talks about the subconscious mind. And that would be not surprising, you know. We did say subconscious mind is ruled by the 12th house, and you do have a lot of activity over there. So Jupiter and Mars as well. So there might be also some meaningful messages in your dreams for your love life. Okay, that's it. Something to pay attention to in your dreams as well. And let's see. Oh my. So the High Priestess was hiding the Ace of Cups here. Beautiful. Oh. Okay. So there is a new beginning in love for you, definitely. And we do have the Star card here, which is, you know, the wish fulfillment card. So if you're single and you're wishing you want to meet somebody, next to the Ace of Cups, I think you will definitely meet somebody in the month of June. Okay, dear Taurus. And we do have the full moon in your 8th house, which is also the house of intimacy. Okay, so you might actually meet somebody who you can be intimate with in a beautiful way. Okay, so for those of you who are in a relationship, this can also signify like a wish fulfillment, your relationship moving to another, like a level, maybe not in the way that you expected, because we do have the Four of Wands in the in reverse. So it might be something different, maybe not traditional, maybe like getting married or something, but moving your relationship perhaps in a more like direction where you wanted it to go. And the Hierophant is in where is this? Yeah, the Hierophant is in reverse here. I'll clarify that. Okay, that is Earth. Okay, yeah, so you definitely are gonna be like more grounded in a month of June. Here we have some keywords: persistence, patience, and practicality. So maybe, you know, that's something that you weren't so keen on in the past. And, wow, position again. And Venus, beautiful Venus, okay. Okay, so we have Cancer here. And Cancer rules your 3rd house. And we do have the new moon over there that we mentioned. So for those of you who are single, you can meet somebody in your kind of neighborhood where you're like, you know, have to walk by every day, or by any communication means as well, because 3rd house rules the communication. So you might meet a Cancer for some of you, and you might meet a Taurus, another Taurus, or a Libra, or any earth sign I'm getting here, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn as well, for those of you who are single. And for those of you who are in a relationship, if you're not in a healthy relationship, some of you might decide like to leave this relationship, with the South Node here destined to release, and with Four of Wands in reverse. And this, you know, maybe that's something that you wanted to release, but you couldn't find the strength, but now the strength is here. I don't think you'll leave this relationship in the beginning of the month. I think it's more likely at the end of the month, if that's something that you wanted to do, but you just didn't know how to tell the other person, or something along those lines, okay? So that's for some of you. And for those of you who are okay, perhaps, with the not marriage idea at the moment, I think this relationship can go to another level, like in a sense of intimacy, like bonding together with another person, like the paper doesn't really mean so much as your two souls like bonding together, like these two swans, you know. Two swans never signed a contract in their life, and they're still mates for life, you know. So something to consider for some of you. All right, so that's it for your love part of the reading. Let's see what the last part of the reading will bring for you, dear Taurus. So for the last part of the reading, I will answer a specific question of yours with this beautiful deck here. So it works this way: you think of a question, try to focus on one question, so we have a straight one card answer. Of course, there is other people watching, so we might get more cards, but please, if you can, just try to focus on one so that we know that is your answer, okay, when it comes to that. Was too many cards. So I hope you focused on the one question now. Alrighty then. Nope. There we are. The Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. It came in reverse, however, so I'm gonna read you the reverse message of this card, which would be like the protection message. So just 1 second, let me find it. Number 10, yeah. Yes, Buffalo Spirit, protection message. When Buffalo Spirit visits you with a message of protection, he is asking you to shift your thinking from poverty consciousness to one where you trust the universe will provide. Have you been falling into financial insecurity, worrying that there will be not enough money in the future? Have you been stressing and feeling sorry for yourself, worrying that because you have no romantic relationship now, you will never have one? Do you see scarcity where there is in fact abundance? Are you comparing yourself to others and falling short? Self-pity, entitlement, fear, and lack of all the thought viruses that seduce you into darkness. The Buffalo Spirit nudges you to make a gratitude list and be mindful of your thoughts at this time. Even if outer events have happened to challenge your beliefs in abundance, outer conditions are temporary. If you are suffering from the fear that you are impoverished, realize that it is only poverty of perception and perspective. Prayer, communication with your higher power, and gratitude coupled with compassionate selfless service will snap you right out of it. Give to someone who has less than you. Be thankful for the tiniest things and say affirmations. Then you will remember abundance is the true nature of the world. Okay, so that's very much corresponding to what we have said with this Lionsgate here, and also with the expression of how important is what your thoughts bring about. Okay, so this is just confirmation of you extracting something negative from your subconscious mind and trying to implement the more positive thoughts. I will show you my cheat sheet that I make for every month. It shows me all the planetary aspects, and here are like the houses. That's how I know how to tell you what is happening where. But that's not why I'm showing you. I wanted to show you this so that you can see what is naturally ruling your second house. So the second house is considered the house of money and abundance, and how you make your money and finances. So if you're worried about the scarcity and you're not sure where to apply your energy, here we have, do you see this? Okay, let me just focus. All right, so Gemini is naturally ruling your second house here. Okay, so if you're not sure how to incorporate more money into your life, you can do things that are Gemini like. So you can do anything related to communication. Okay, if you're still unsure, because we did have though you scattering your energy into different places, that's no wonder, because Gemini does rule your second house. But the thing is, like I said, choose maybe 2 things and focus on that, not 8. You know, in Gemini is everything related to communication. You can write a book, you can do a blog, a podcast, a YouTube channel. Anything related to communication is a Gemini type of work. Any kind of skills as well. You can teach somebody a new language. You can benefit. You can make money through languages. Maybe you can create some kind of course relating to communication as well. Anything like Gemini related, that would be something that you can actually make tangible money on. Okay, so if you're not sure where to go, and abundance as well, and communication is the way to go. And that's why it's very important how you think as well, what we said, because thinking is a thing that Gemini do, you know. So if you're gonna overthink, and if you're gonna think, at least think positive. Try to replace those negative thoughts with positive ones. Okay, with Gemini being the Mercury related and the mind related house, that's exactly what you should do. Remove negative and implement positive. And since you have in your 12th house Jupiter and Mars, like we mentioned, this will be a piece of cake for you. Okay, just focus your energy on that, and you will see when Jupiter moves into your sign, what will he bless you with. It will be unbelievable. Okay, you just need to release this old negativity and worrying about money or abundance as well. Okay, So that's all I have for you in this reading, dear Taurus, but you can also enjoy the readings I made for your rising sign and your moon sign as well. Thank you for sharing your time with me, wonderful Taurus. It was a pleasure to read for you. Please comment what kind of videos would you like me to make for you and the impressions of this reading. Like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so you know when my pick a card readings are out, and have a beautiful June.